Hello and welcome back to the Byzantines. In between episodes, and in between quite a few episodes, I've been asked the same thing, so I feel like it's time to address it a little bit, just because there's also some news from Paradox which further supports my decision. So, what I've been asked is whether we could merge our culture with a Chinese culture over here. The answer is no, and there are two reasons for it. One, it's not part of our plans in the slightest to head over here. We don't really want to conquer that side of the map. We don't really want to conquer much more on this side of the map, apart from cleaning up borders and making sure everything is mostly nice looking. I mean, we might take some of France, but only because France kind of looks horrible. We might clean up Lotharingia, we might clean up some of this land, but beyond that, I'm not really interested. Well, probably clean up this land as well. I'm not really interested in expanding a huge amount. I'm pretty much happy where we are in terms of expansion. We're mostly just sorting out our realm and making sure that it's organized well, which is, you know, a challenge in of itself. So that's reason number one. Reason number two, why we're not going to head over to this side of the map, is because Paradox have announced what their new DLCs are going to be basically for the next year, and well, a lot of them are over here. In fact, a lot of them are over here, from my understanding, which doesn't exist yet. So, yeah, I imagine that we're going to be seeing a lot of this side of the map and not very much of this side of the map when we get to that, so yeah, we'll focus over here for just now. Getting back to over here, let's have a look at this. So somebody was suggesting that what we might want to do is we might want to make it so that our vassals cannot declare internal wars, which actually sounds pretty good. I'm just checking, so this is governors can wage external. Is there anything that's like internal wars? So we kind of want them here, so they can't use boundary dispute or subsume governorship. So I need to get to a higher level of authority to do that. So I would need to get to at least centralized bureaucracy. Why can I not get to that? Because I don't have royal prerogative, which we'll get in about 22 months. Well, there you go. There's the answer to the question for why we haven't done that yet. We are about 22 months out from it. Cool. And we're about 6 years out from getting ourselves, from us getting the next level of tech, which will be very, very good. So, yeah. In between times, what we're going to do is we're going to attack Lotharingia here for this little bit of land, which we can then give away to Danish people, which will then increase our percentage cultural acceptance with them, and will get us closer to merging our culture with them in hopefully around 6 years. So, let's go. Right. Oh, my friend died. That's unfortunate. Anyway, continue raising our troops. A secret exposed? Oh, my vassal has brought forth evidence that Matthios was not the son of my vassal Strategos Megistos, but was fathered by my brother, Capitan Samuel. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. How could anyone in this family be an adulterer? That is shocking news. Right. I'm being raided? Oh. Alright. Well, whatever. I'm not that bothered about it. It's just like, really? At this point in the game, still being raided? Crazy. Anyway. Oh yeah, it's also been pointed out that admin vassals don't have courts. So if I look at this guy, he doesn't have a court. So giving away court artifacts is pointless on admin vassals. Which is just a little bit odd to get used to. Do we actually have anybody who I could look at as an example here? Are you an empire? I think you're an empire tier, right? You get the same kind of thing as us. No, so they're still king tier. Yeah, no, I don't think there are any other empires for me to look at kings underneath. But yeah, basically, if there... Are you an empire? Maybe. No, you're Khanate, so you're still a kingdom. Yeah. So basically, if you're in a normal situation where you're an empire, kings will have royal courts, but it doesn't apply for us. So, yeah, basically, we might as well just keep all the court artifacts to ourselves. It's kind of a weird situation. Anyway, back over here. We got all of our men at arms. We have we don't necessarily need to raise any more troops. And we've got not that many more to raise in the first place. It's 5 months and we're only going to get like another 100. So let's not worry about that. Let's just take what we've got. Now, how many men do they have? 7,000. So that is like their whole army there. Yeah, go beat them up. That's interesting. They changed what province they were going to with, like, nothing really pressuring them. That's so weird. It's probably because we path there, but it's like the AI shouldn't know where I'm pathing. But anyway, it does. So, whatever. It's not like it's going to greatly impact the war. Let's just put it that way. Alright, let's go get some war gold. So go over there first. Right. Let's go in here. Ransom. Still don't like the new screen. We've talked about it too much though, so I'm not going to talk about it too much more once we leave the screen. Like, because how do I know these guys can be ransomed? Well, I just happen to know because they're like rulers who hold land, but you know, I wouldn't know if they could be ransomed or not just by looking at this screen, because you have to click on it to find out. I just guessed that they were going to be able to be ransomed, which isn't really how you should be doing that. Anyway, that's all fine. And up here, there's a plague known as the White Plague. Not near our capital, that's all I needed to know. Right. So, now we'll simply siege this. Our spouse has got me a weak hook or some opinion. Sure, give me a weak hook on this guy. Why not? It's fine. Neighbors... Oh, wait a second. Your neighbor has won against your other neighbor in a dissolution war. So this land down here has now just had a dissolution, so it's all kind of split up. None of it's our religion. Oh, wait, no, a little bit's our religion. It's our land. How about Shamir? The land is our religion, but they are not. Oh, well. Yeah. Your neighbor won against your vassal. Cool. Commission silk regalia. We'll do that. Is it any good? Nope. Not really. Alright, let's give that away to... I don't know. Italy previously we could give it to. Do you have any regalia? Yep. I already gave you regalia. Let's go living members, sort by rank. You have regalia. Do you have regalia? No regalia. Wonderful. So I will send you a gift. Like this artifact, by the way, this is fine. This we can still give away. Because these are just, these are personalized artifacts, like inventory artifacts, that's the word they use. But we couldn't give him a core artifact, for instance. Unless he wasn't a administrative vassal. If we have any feudal vassals who are king level, then they can have those artifacts. But I don't think we do. Or at least we shouldn't. Anyway. Back over here. And let's siege. They're sending a few down here to siege, but that's going to be very slow for them. We get a new one of these. Personal touch increases our domain limit. Holding the inspection activity will also get us local arbitration in the holding that you hold it, which is good. And no stone unturned is even better. Wait, if it says that it's got plus 50%, does that mean that it's then going to give you a whole point of development every time you do it? What's it called? It's called no stone unturned. Yeah, I think it does mean that. That's pretty good. And then we can get to Inspector. I think once we get to Inspector, we probably want to pivot off of Wanderer for a bit, but yeah, that's good. Right, let's get our 50 for you. Are you worth anything? Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. So we got 50. Are you worth anything? Yes, but they won't pay it. Okay. Negotiate release, weak hook. There we go. Right, next one. Siege it. This should be us just getting ticking war score once we get these two. Next one. Capture more prisoners. I'll get a hook on you. I'll just do it that way instead. I also got the Norwegian scriptures, which we can destroy because those are not very good. Right. There we go. Oh, we also have a little bit of money to spend if we want to do some more things that cost money. Our dog charmed a vassal. That's good. You've learned my language. Also good. More prisoners. We can usurp the Banate of Slavonia. Might be worth doing that. You. Get our 10 gold. You, I need to wait a second. Right. Get ourselves another 10 gold. There we go. And then we siege. Your neighbors won against your other neighbor in an invasion. People have been excommunicated. Yeah, nothing in there really matters to us. We've lost our court musician and court chronicler. So court musician can be this guy. Apparently excellent at it. Court chronicler. I'll be you then. I'll try and choose an excellent person who isn't already doing something. Just so we don't lose like all the positions at once. Yeah. You can vassalize this person. Where are you? Oh, alright then. Sure, I'll vassalize you. Free land. Not going to say no. Right. And that's us at 94%. Gonna head over here and beat these guys up. And then we'll head to Skane probably for the last 6%. Although we do have taken war score, so we're probably not even going to be able to siege in time. Right. Yeah, we'll chase you in here. And defeated that army. Nice. Neighboring rulers winning more wars. We have more prisoners. We can sort of ransom some off. Let's negotiate a release. I'll just take a weak hook on you. Let's head to Skane. Just in case. We have a grandson. So this is Farald's son. Called... I don't know. Maximos. Going to be called Maximos. Right. There we go. Anything else in here for us to do? Nope. So now we're just sieging. And I don't think we're going to finish the siege. Probably, although maybe. Our siege is pretty quick. Alright, we did finish it. We got ourselves a portable icon. Otherwise known as garbage. So we'll destroy that. Then, got prisoners who we can ransom, except I can't ransom you or you. Let's just get some hooks on each of them. Actually, I'll just demand your conversion instead. And then I'll enforce our demands. So I now got all of these bits of land individually. And now what we want to do is we want to give away each of these individually to Danish nobles, because that's going to increase cultural acceptance for each of these ones. I'm going to give that to a Danish noble. Grant that to a Danish noble. And then grant that to a Danish noble. That now gives me 8% cultural acceptance, which is nice. This is now all part of the Duchy of Jylland, which we'll give to the first Danish noble, I guess. I don't know if this actually gives us any cultural acceptance. Yeah, it does. It gives us 2.5%. Wonderful. And then I'm going to grant that to Denmark, which I'm almost certain gives us no cultural acceptance. Yeah, that gives us none. He probably desired it. So there we go. Is this de jure Denmark? It is. Perfect. So we can, once our truce with Lotharingian runs out, then we can possibly declare for that bit as well and do the same thing again. Wonderful. Right. What have we got? Enter seclusion? No. Start a legend? No. University visit? Definitely want to do a university visit. You can only do them once every 20 years. If we do one now, we can potentially even get a third university visit in. Although, if we raise our education trait to level 5, you can't actually do a university trip. Which is why, when you look at the dynasty legacy thing, it's actually, in theory, this is bad, right? To get a 5th level education trait to be more common, because it means you can't go to university. And not being able to go to university means you can't get the free perk points that you get from going to university. So in a way, it is bad. But you could then argue that instead of getting perk points here, you would instead get a higher amount of experience from your education trait, which would give you the points over time anyway, if that makes sense. So it would give you the experience earned to get those points. So anyway, yeah, we should go on a university trip, basically. We should also do an inspection at some point. Let's do university. Let's go. Where am I going to go? I've already studied in Constantinople. I guess if I go to the Vatican, we'll get a bonus because it's our land. As in, we'll get a... we should get no stone unturned, right? Although it might have to be our domain. But if we go to Canterbury, or even Upland, then in theory, we can... Actually, if we go to Canterbury, then we can almost definitely explore all of the British Isles at the same time and get a bunch of experience there. Yeah, if we go over land one way and then this and then back over sea, that'll probably be the best way to do this. It's going to be a long trip, but that's okay. Customize route. So on the way there, we're going to go to that place. Just figuring out if there's somewhere else we want to go. We also maybe want to go to these couple of places. Question is whether we want to go to these ones here, or whether we want to go to these two here. We could almost try and come back via land as well. Let's go up to these ones. So I'm going to go Balti, Yari, Perislav, and then this one to work our way back in. Although actually, looking at this, it makes more sense for us to go from here to here. Nope, that's incorrect. From like that? Yeah, it makes more sense for us to do that, because then we would come in from this one to this Vassal. Yeah, so that makes more sense. So what we're going to do is head out here, do a little spin around this way, head out, and up to this place. And then, do I want to head to these things as well? You definitely could. Yeah, you know what? Let's head up to these things as well. So we're going to head to there, there, there. Then we're going to go to the capital. Then, yeah, then we go back to... Yeah, then we go back to Canterbury. Then from Canterbury, I'm going to go to Winchester, Salisbury, Gloucester, and we're basically going to go through all of these. Would be nice if they added in a way for you to just like multi-click here, so like click a path out rather than having to like do each of these individually. It would make this a lot better. Also, it'd be nice if they had like a thing on the side saying like, here's the max distance for your trip, and then you could be like, oh, okay, so that's the max distance, and now I'm filling it up by going this way, so you know how close you're getting to the max distance. But anyway, that's fine. We're now going to head over to here, down to here, yeah, and then go from there to, let's go to Rouen, and then we're going to make our way back into here, and then down from there, then we'll go down here, and then we can get a couple on the coast here on the way back as well. And also this one. That doesn't look too bad. That looks achievable. I'm going to everywhere I want to go to. And it's only going to take wait, that's only going to take 2 years of travel time? My god, our travel speed is incredible. Like, our base travel speed is actually insane. If that's only going to take us 2 years with no danger. Yeah, okay. obviously we're going to pay for the most expensive one, and then we're going to go. Study hard. Wonderful. Right. Anything else that we need to do? I guess we should do like around the building. I was going to do army stuff, but... yeah, I also wanted to make those... Let's make these last couple of kingdoms as well, actually. Let's do that. So, over here, you hold too much land. That is a vassal of yours, though. Who only holds... no, he holds 2 bits of land. Okay. Africa? I am going to retract that vassal from you, if that's okay. Yep. Perfect. I'm into a regency. That's okay. Do I want to become a pious patron? I would also gain pious investments. Do a donation, or say it's time to move on. I think it's time to move on. Yeah. Right. That's fine. Just getting our hooks from letting these people go. Traveling traders. We've seen this one many a time. Thank you for the 300 gold. He has accepted us taking that vassal. Then I kind of need to take away your land. Let's just quickly mark you here. So I want to take away probably that bit of land there. So let's revoke that bit of land there. She will accept. Great. So now we've got this. This is de jure part of Africa. You desire it. You don't desire it. That's weird. Anyway. Where are we? Grant vassal. You can have that vassal back. Wonderful. So that fixes that bit. And then the other one we had here is Benevento holds too much land. So... oh, and I no longer need you marked. Or you marked. Right. Benevento. I'm going to revoke that them from you. Let's see how that goes. Cool. Pula is going to be part of Bavaria, which we don't currently have because it's not ours. So the rest of this, I think, can go to Sicily, right? Let's see if we have any other one who looks like they've got land that's out of position. Well, Salerno might have had land that was out of position, but... oh. I thought time was unpaused because it popped up this. I forget when you hover over things, it recalculates them. So it can give you pop-ups at the side that are meant to only be time-based. Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh, no, Sicily holds land that they shouldn't. That was it. That was the other one. Right, so I don't need you marked. Sicily. I'm going to have to take the whole thing from you, fortunately. I don't think there's a way around it. Right, revoke appointment, them of Sicily. Cool. So he still holds the land down there, which is de jure part of Africa. So you probably would desire it if I let it recalculate. So let's now grant you that vassal. So that should be your vassal. So we've actually increased the amount of land that Africa currently holds. We now hold this land. It's all part of Sicily. And we're going to give it all away to one of these people. Oh yeah, the reason I was looking at these guys... isn't one of these guys our family over here? It might be the previous holder of this land was our family. Yeah, the previous holder of Benevento. Ah, yes. And then... yeah, but then he stepped down, I see. Okay. So, no member of our family holds that currently. I don't know. I probably just want to give this away to a random person. I don't really know how to, like, determine which one I should give it to. I mean, this guy's 41. He's pretty healthy and he has an heir. Honestly, you know what? That's good enough. Oh, I also need to actually create the kingdom title. Otherwise, it won't work. Yeah. So, Salerno. I am going to grant you all of that. Wonderful. So they are now very happy. And Sicily is now properly together as Sicily. Good. We're not going to create Romagna because it's just going to involve taking land from Italy, which is a problem. It's not a huge problem, it's just a little bit of a problem. I've already sorted you. This guy, you are part of the Capitanate of Africa, apparently. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Is one part of it part of the Capitanate? Yes, okay. So what I need to do is split your land in half. Yeah, I'm going to revoke... Wait, why has this one got a thing against it? Wrong holding type. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I'll revoke that one from you. I'm then going to just grant that to you. Grant appointment. This, because it's your part of your realm. This bit of land is then part of the Kingdom of Sahara, which we don't have enough of. It's also part of the Duchy of Ghat, which we could create. Wait, do you only need 50% to create that duchy? Wait, yeah, you only need 35% to create that duchy, actually. Oh. Alright then. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. Yeah, I think you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. I could potentially aid tribal development, so you'll try and turn your tribal holding into a castle. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that, just because I spotted it. We'll not do that for everyone, but... You know, feudalizing him doesn't seem like a bad idea. So now he has a castle holding. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, so that is that part fixed now. Next one I wanted to create over here was Egypt, I think. So for Egypt... Actually, it's, this is how I need to do it, right? Yeah, so now it shows me the lines. Alexandria's the only bit that... Oh, no. Sinai also holds too much land. Just a little bit, though. Oh, but this is... yeah, it's impassable terrain, so they don't really hold that. Yeah, Sinai does hold too much land, so it shouldn't hold Negev. And then you shouldn't hold this land. Alright, Alexandria. Just mark you for a second. I'm going to revoke... wait, is this your vassal? Nope. I am going to revoke, I guess, Alexandria from you. That's a 50%, huh? Personality is, I don't want to do that. I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. So now we have to decide how we want to handle that. We could make all of this Egypt, all the way up to there, including that one. Yeah, it might give us a little bit of strife, but I might be okay with that. I might have softened on the borders have to be the borders. You're only at 36%. Alright, so I think for this one I'm just going to like give in. And I'm going to give this whole lot to one of these people. Is anyone... I was going to say, is anyone over here my family? Yes, our nephew, in fact, holds land over here. My nephew, brother-in-law, marshal, and commander, and many other things. We're going to grant you... Oh. We're not going to grant you anything. First of all, I'm going to create the Kingdom of Egypt. Then I'm going to grant you the Kingdom of Egypt. There we go. Along with Alexandria. And Sinai, because that's also part of Egypt. Yeah, the reason it didn't give those automatically is because they hold land outside of the title. Oh my god, who holds this land? Oh, oh no. I thought they only held this bit of land outside. Sinai holds land all the way down there. I think I spotted that before and I've only just remembered it. Ugh. Alright. I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna just accept it and move on. Now you need to hold Arabia. So let's create Arabia, because this one's basically they already have the land, so I might as well just give it to them to fix their problem of having so many duchies. Yeah, so you can have that. Cool. So that they should immediately give away like almost all of their duchies. Also Mecca. I don't see why you wouldn't be part of Arabia, so I'm going to grant you them as well. Cool. Oh, it's because they were my counselor. That's why it didn't automatically give it. Okay. It's fine. Not overly worried about it. Right, I think that looks a little bit better over here, and then they should give away, like, all of those. Also, Yeah, why don't you be administrative? Pay you some money. Here, I'm just going to say don't question my decisions, and then that works. Hey, he's also administrative now. Wonder if he's actually going to give away these duchies. You would assume so, but we'll see. But yeah, even with Egypt looking a little ugly down here, I still think down here looks a lot better than it did. So that's good. Right. Hey, we gained some experience. House Hexavulus Prusa is now considered a powerful house. Oh. Let me just have a look at our powerful houses for a second. So we have Abbasid, obviously. We are definitely stronger than them, though. Then we have Hexavulus, and then, yeah, a couple of other ones. I was wondering how many were Hexavulus, but I guess only one, currently. Although we do have some that are on the edge. Okay. Cool. Did he just swing the scales against me? He did. Alright, well I'm going to use my influence to swing him back. Right. That's fine. Toils of War. I can increase cultural acceptance between the Leeks and the Avars. Or I could potentially get myself some martial experience. Ooh. 400 martial lifestyle experience and a new perk. Let's grab ourselves. I guess chivalric dominance is probably fine. Yeah, probably. Maybe faction military power. I do quite like absolute control, so I guess we should work our way down here. Let's get ourselves domicile income. Yeah, for a little extra money. Cool. Cultural integration promoted. I'm in a new war. Really? What? Why am I in this war? What happened? So, this guy conquered it, and now it's my problem. Oh, I see. I'm gonna white piece that war. Any second now. Cool. We could have got like 20 gold or something, but I felt like it would be cheaper just to white piece than worry about it. It's like, let's just not bother. Looking for like chunks of things to convert. Like in here, there's a whole chunk of provinces. Because if you look for one that's kind of like off on its own to convert, then if you look at like the vassals there, like Syria could be converting their one, Jazeera could be converting their one. So it's kind of pointless for you to be converting it when your vassals likely would anyway. If there's a clump, your vassal can't be converting all of them. Also, Arabia, I just want to check. Did you split up? Yeah, look at that. So they now hold 2 duchies, which is what they should hold, which now means that their vassals are going to hate them a lot less, which means that things will be a lot more stable over there for them. Cool. Right. We have a pile of money. Let's pick someone and just see if we can sort them out. See how their realm is doing and whether we can do anything to help. How about we go back to where we started? We'll go over here. We'll look at someone like Georgia. And we'll see if they look like they're the best that they can be. So currently, they have a lot. They have a huge amount of Akritae. They have 2,000 of them. So if we have a look at that, so they come in stacks of 600. So if they have 2,000, then they have 4 stacks of those, right? And they haven't filled them. 400 Skuatoi, which means that they are again not maxing those. They like horsemen. They have 300. I don't. Well, actually, no, I don't know whether our stacks are the same as their stacks. That's the other thing. Ah. Yeah, because they might not have the same max size. I'm assuming... Yeah, I'm assuming that they can't be that far off. I guess I could actually just look at their them, right? Because they should be the them... Well, they should be these 2 thems. Them of Tal, Klarjeti, and Abkhazia. Yeah, so you are... 4 of 6, 3 of 4, 6 of 6. Now the question is it using ours or theirs for size? I guess it has to be using theirs because it's saying that they're X of X. So, yeah, so they could have more men-at-arms there. And then in their other one, let's have a look at this for a second. So their other one is wait, which one was I looking at the first? Sorry, I've gone crazy. Oh, right, yeah, I just thought I was looking at the other one. Right, and then you are 4 of 3, 3 of 3, and 2 of 3. So they're a little bit lower than they could be, but they are actually, like, over on these. Okay. Oh, and then they've got another one as well. They also have... Wait, do I need to be in this? Yeah, I need to be in this one. There we go. Georgia is the other one, obviously. Would be nice if these were in alphabetical order. I think that would make this a little bit easier to use. Right. So the other one is Georgia. Georgia. Somewhere in here there's got to be a Georgia. I've probably passed it. Oh, there we go. So that is 2 of 3 and 1 of 3. So they are definitely low on all 3 of those. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is first of all check what your them administration is. So you're currently balanced. Do we want you to be balanced, or do we want you to switch to something like military or naval or something? I think balanced is fine for you for now. Let's switch your focus. Where are we? Vassal directive. We're going to switch you to... What's the distance between boost men-at-arms and recruit men-at-arms? Focus on using the trained commander's counselor task towards recruiting men-at-arms. Okay. So this is what we want to do here. We're going to do that. And I'm going to give you a pile of money. And we'll see how that goes. We'll give you 1,000 gold. So, there we go. I've now given them 1,000 gold. We'll now leave them alone and see what they do with that. Yeah, right, cool. And we'll get back to our trip, which is currently somewhere over here. Hey, you got some diplomacy lifestyle experience over there. Where Russians govern. A seat of power is near, the city of the Grand City of Soroka, from which Queen Anastasia watches over the local Russians. Relying on historic personal bonds and ugly force to hold together her patch of dirt, this Russian queen is but a petty republic lordling. Given the contracts between our people, it's expected I appear before magnates like these, impressing them with leak virtue. So I can do that. I can visit their churches, or I can try and increase our cultural acceptance. Let's increase cultural acceptance. That's fine. Although I would think that the first thing you should do is not call the place where they live a patch of dirt. I've heard that people don't appreciate that. For whatever reason. I know. Crazy. You can transfer this person to Ruthenia? Alright. I'll do that. Wonderful. So now we made our way over to the capital of the Kingdom of Ruthenia. Got ourselves some stewardship lifestyle experience. Just going to quickly check over of Georgia. So, as far as I can tell, they have made no progress whatsoever. However, wait a second. They haven't spent any of the money. Yeah. Okay, for a second there I thought they had, but no, they haven't spent any of the money at all. I'm going to skip this one. We already have the best thing from it, which is Gardener. So we're not going to get anything else good on that one. Right. Continue traveling. Ask for governorship. We say no. Mystical travelers. Do I want this thing? Not really. I'll get mystic wisdom for 5 years, though. That's cool. Right. Russian women. Do I want this person to be my lover? No. I think we're fine. The stories in the telling. Do I want the story time tradition to be cheaper? No. I'll take diplomacy and vassal opinion. I don't want xenophilic either, so I will take the money. Alright. You spent any of your money yet, Georgia? Nope, not really. Although, wait a second. No, oh, they have spent some of their money. Look at that. They are actually upgrading some of these. Cool. Not very quickly, but they're getting there. Wonderful. then in a bit we'll go over there and we'll switch him off of doing that onto something else. Polish festival. I can increase our cultural acceptance. Cultural acceptance needed to hybridize reduced by 25%. Oh, can hybridize with Polish even if no countries in your realm have the culture? Well, that's interesting. Huh. I'm going to do this anyway, so we can get the cultural acceptance. But that's I don't know if I've ever seen that event. You want to be a councillor and you can't be fired for 25 years. I bet you would. I'm going to say no, though. It's like, I would like this thing. It's like, alright, yeah. Great. I love that you have ambitions. We'll take the 2-day delay instead of the 7-day delay. We encountered Duke Eseko, the ruler of Halberstadt, and his entourage at the local hunting grounds. After an exchange of polite greetings, he looks at me with a mischievous grin. Would you care to join me for the most noble of sports, my acquaintance? He nods at the prisoner in chains at the forest's edge. I realize soon, or too soon, I all too soon realize what sport he's referring to. Man hunting. I am truly disgusted. Or am I intrigued? Well, I can kill him and get manhunter for 10 years. I can recruit that person or say, are you insane? I don't really want to do that. I'm quite happy for him just to be dead and for me not to be involved. Hey, more stewardship lifestyle experience. I don't want that tradition either, so I'll take the development growth in Byzantine, which is pretty good. Might as well grab this. Makes instruction faster. Right, to finish our legendary shrine as well. Right. Georgia, let's do a check-in. You've spent a little bit of money. You've improved a few of these things. Let's see how you're looking. So I want to be in this menu, then I want to switch to there. Right. So let's start with this thing. So that is now not full. Now is the reason for... Wait, let me just check another one. What duchies do you hold directly? So you do hold this duchy directly, so you should be increasing things in here. But you also hold Striermont, which is down here. Well, how do you hold that as well? That shouldn't be part of Georgia. Not a fan. So maybe that's where he was increasing some of his men at arms. Anyway, we'll leave him be. He seems to be doing it. When we get a little bit more money, we'll work on the next one. Do you want to be callous or just? You can be just. Just what? I don't know. But you can be just. Neighboring ruler lost war against Emir Vassal of Khalid, who is some random. Okay. I should also have a look and see whether the conquerors are still around, like if there are any more. Anyway, a runestone. The countryside of Kiel is known to be littered with runestones, towering monoliths etched with written records of events both legendary and historical. In our travels, we encountered a particularly grandiose runestone adorned with complex patterns and what is no doubt a legend written in a language I cannot understand. Perhaps with time and patience I could decipher the meaning. And give it a go. Tear it down, or I don't have time for this. I'll give it a try. I read the runestone. Wonderful, and that gets me a learning perk. We are going to grab open-minded for the cultural acceptance gain. That seems good. Right. Continue our way up here. How are we looking with these guys? We're at 11% and we've got +2 per year. That's much better than our previous one was with these guys. Also, how are we looking with this? Hey, we finished Wanderer. So we got the health boost from that and we got the travel speed from that. We're almost at the point where we finished Seasoned as well, which will get us more stewardship and prowess. Great. You'll love to see it. Hey, we have discovered Royal Prerogative Fascination. A new innovation can now be selected. Lies. It cannot be selected. I bet this almost instantly unlocks when we get to 1050. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's not 1050 what we're looking for. It's 1050 and then this unlocks. But we have to wait for that to actually... This also takes time to unlock, so it might be a little bit later. But now I could switch this up to centralized bureaucracy. This will give us more vassal limit. Increase the amount that Republican and administrative vassals pay us, which would be quite nice. All vassals who refuse title revocation or vassal attraction are considered criminals. Demand administrative governance cost is reduced. No cost for liege to call upon provincial armies. Minus 25% influence. That's weird. Oh no, cost. I don't know why I read the word no, because I think I read none from the next line. No, cost for liege to call upon provincial armies minus 25%. Non-administrative vassals cannot wage any war unless they use a hook on their liege. I'm tempted. What do I actually lose? So 5, 5, 10, 10. So these guys go to 20. The 5s go to 15. And then Zealot gets a minus 10 and Courtly gets a minus 5. I'm okay with that, actually. Let's do it. And I guess it's an extra 40 gold a month. But it also means that I could change the border policy up one so that less people can use boundary dispute and to assume governorship schemes. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to make everybody a little unhappy as well. I think it's good. Right. Cool. Hey, our shrine is finished. What does that get us again? Well, it gets this thing more holding taxes, which is great, but it also gets us piety and life expectancy. Yeah. I guess we should also, in that same kind of thought, we should potentially do another one of the same legend, just to get another shrine to increase our life expectancy by another 5. That'd be kind of interesting. Suppose we could. We do have another one of the same legend, and we are making a lot more money now. Let's do a spiritual triumph of orthodoxy. Yeah. Let's do another one. Yeah, because now we're making 200 a month with that, which is much better than we were before. Scald, we want you on... Not that one, on this one. We want our... Where is it? Oh, court. I don't have a court brewmaster? You can be my court brewmaster. I don't know if I should have a court brewmaster. I don't think I had one previously, but... I guess you can increase popular opinion, probably. Actually, do courtier and vassal opinion. Also, should you be called Skald? Are you called Skald because you're Norse? I see, yeah. Makes a level of sense. I'm gonna do that one. What else we got? You also want to be on the same... Oh, no. That's the really expensive one. That's the one you want to be on. Yeah. Cultural emissary. You can be on this one. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Cool. So that's all of those going. Available perks. We will grab ourselves... Oh, the fact it said scheme reminded me. Where are we? It's in here. Mentor and governance. There we go. Yeah, I should do that. Sorry, it reminded... I got, like, distracted and it just reminded me out of nowhere. Knight effectiveness per dread is interesting. Do you want to keep going down here so I can get... like forced vassalage, or no, I probably want to go here so I can get true ruler. Yeah, I think that actually makes more sense because true ruler would allow us to get vassalization acceptance increased. And then I got a new wandering one. We can take inspector, which gives us development growth, stewardship, long range bonus, travel safety, all sorts of nice stuff. So it puts us up to 50 stewardship. We could also go in here if we wanted to, maybe get access to the hike stuff, legend spread chance. It might be worth it. Yeah, it might be worth it to keep going down some more of this. Yeah, I suppose we can we can stay in Wanderer for a little bit. I do want to switch to this so we can live longer. I don't think we need to pivot right now, but maybe we need to think about it. Maybe when our health stops being good, then we want to think about it. Anyway. Really depends whether we actually want Farrell to be our heir or not. Do you want to spend 300 for a not very good sword? No. You've swung the scales against me. That's shocking. Now I was thinking about it as well. I should probably be educating Maximus. Yeah. I should educate you. And send you to university. Even though you are only 0. But that'll be fine. Yep. And it doesn't really matter who educates our other children because our court tutor will do it. As a default. So as long as our court tutor is good, then that's all fine. And our court tutor is a genius. So that'll be fine. Great. Right. And we're about to arrive at university. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, before we start our university stuff, also got more learning lifestyle experience, I just want to briefly check how our Georgia experiment went. So they have about 400 more troops than they had previously. We know that they actually have 4 of these... I'm in the wrong place. We know they actually have 4 of these armies, so let's find them. So, the first one they have is this one. So we're now at 6 of... So that is 6 of 6. 5 of 6. 3 of 4. Okay. They still have a ton of money as well. We then have the next one that they have, which is this one. 4 of 3. 3 of 3. 2 of 3. Yeah, so they have a little bit more there. What's the next one? Next one would be Georgia, probably. Let's see. In here somewhere. Georgia. 3 of 3, 1 of 3. So I guess the other one that must be full is the one in the center. Whatever that is. So it must... Maybe it's done in order that they were acquired. I'm wondering whether it's earlier. Because it should be this one. Stearmon. Stearmon. There we go. 4 of 4. 6 of 6. 4 of 4. Yeah, so they were increasing this one first. Okay. So it is kind of working. Yeah. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. So, yeah, basically that's what I want to do with all of them. Is get them to a point where they're actually filling up their men-at-arms. Then... we'll switch them off of men-at-arms and look at the next person, fill them up, and then go around there and try and basically boost our power by boosting all of our vassals' power. Which is going to take a while, but, you know, I think it will be worth it in the end. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.